The first video that you uploaded was in 2000 and I believe 9. I think it was in 2009.
MW3, I want to say.
MW3,
I'm pretty sure I've started my YouTube in MW3.
So like 2000 towards 2010. Let's just call it 2010. Right? It's almost going to be a decade of you being on top of a very specific esport. But not just that. Like, your following has transcended Call of Duty if you look at your reach, right? I don't think that there's a lot of people out there that have been able to stay at that relevant for that long. If you look at the amount of people that started in the gaming community, in the original gaming community from the machinima days, a lot of those people are no longer here, or if they are, they're there, but they're just getting by, right? Like, you still get incredible views on YouTube. You still get a good following on Twitch. You still perform the way that you perform from a Call of Duty standpoint. Like, if you look at every single other content creator that's out there, they don't have the additional baggage and stress that is to be a professional player. So I'm giving you props for that, because there's not a lot of people out there still competing and creating the. Is there somebody that competes and creates content the way that you do on a daily basis?
I mean, I've taken breaks. Like, the past couple of years, I've taken breaks, but I don't think so. And that's one thing that has always kind of bothered me, is that people look at me as a content creator. You know, like, people will come into my Twitch. They're like, why don't you upload to YouTube as much as you used to? And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, like, my main job right now is to compete. It's not to make content. My job right now is a professional player. I mean, if I had the time every single day to just wake up, I mean, I would fix my schedule. I would wake up earlier in the morning, start my stream at like 9 a.m. and go till like 6 or like 5 p.m. But now I'm kind of like limited, because if I want to wake up and play Warzone early, I can only play for 2 to 3 hours before scrim start at 1 p.m. You know, so it's like, I don't have all day every day to just do what I want. And that's where I feel like if I had that, I would benefit so much more. I mean, even my friends like roast me about it, like Nate and Courage. They're like, imagine what you could be doing, you know, like, and I'm like, I know, you know, it's not like I don't know that. But it's like, again, I still love competing. It's my main job right now. And yeah, I mean, that's really all it boils down to. But I know like what I could do if I really wanted to. And people look at me as a content creator, which has always kind of bothered me, because they expect me to always be on it.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that additional baggage and stress that I have all the time. Like, who wants to go fucking stream after they just got 6th through 8th, you know? Like, nobody.
Yeah.
But, you know, I still find the power to do it and the energy to do it. It's not fun to get on stream after
the NRG. You're sort of it's burned into your brain not to say it that way.
I look at that, but yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks. Like, who wants to get on stream and just get reminded that they just got smoked? Like, nobody. But we're professionals, and at the end of the day, like, that's comes with the territory. Like, you're not always gonna win.
Yeah.
And another thing that bothers me, let's just get a lot off my chest right now.
Yeah, please.
Is how people look at the COD League and think that the top 3 teams are just like gods and nobody can fuck with them. Like, so like this past weekend we lost to Florida and the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Both really strong search teams. Florida actually played really good respawn. But like, people just look at the Guerrillas and they're like, free win. And it's like, it's not like that.
No.
You know, there are 12 teams, 60 players of the best talent like in COD.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to consistently be on top of that, like, all the time?
Yeah.
And we had a bad showing in search, and people are like, you guys need to practice more. I think we're the best respawn team in the game. We beat Florida in both hardpoints, where FaZe and Dallas lost both hardpoints to Florida. You know, like, we are a good-ass team, but we just faltered in one game mode, and people are like, stop playing Warzone. You guys need to practice this more. It's like, we practice it, but other teams are practicing it too. And they're refining it as well. And a lot of these things come down to like one gunfight, one bad call out, one thing that can turn a whole map on its head and you lose. But people just don't see that. And, you know, it's kind of it's annoying and frustrating, because they put so much more stress and baggage on us because they just assume that we're going to win everything. And it's like, it's not like that anymore. Like, back then, maybe, but Call of Duty's evolved to a point where there's a lot more competition.
Not only is there a lot more competition, we've shrunk everything. We went from a pool of, call it 120 players to 60. So we the top 120 players that can beat anybody on any given Sunday
Can be on any team. Like,
yeah,
it made teams easier to make more talented.
Yeah.
Because there's just more
super teams.
Yeah,
we developed 12 super teams essentially.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. You know, 12 teams that can beat anyone on any given Sunday, and I don't know. People just get upset with us, and obviously we're upset with ourselves. Like, we don't want to lose.
No.
You know, we practice every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always been frustrating to me, and